Hello and welcome to Dysfunctional Quarantine episode number 13.
Oh, yay.
Me and the Fox News' favorite fucking boy.
The right proper John Hollywood. The honorable.
This
Yes.
green screen, this new virtual green screen, I know it's not quite perfect. If you have like last night it was good, but when you have like a colored background, you see how my hands go out a little bit?
What do you mean by colored background?
Well, if it's buried, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I got a job at Fox News, so I'm here in the studio tonight. This is well, what?
That's me right there.
Yes, it is you.
So, but how you been, John? I hear you had a fun shower last night.
Oh no, I got no. Last night we had a fun show last night.
No shower.
Oh, but the shower I had just now, I needed it. I was feeling awful today. I got the injection on Monday, an intraforaminal injection at 3 levels. It was painful. You know what was crazy? You would think that when they gave you these spinal injections, they would be fairly close to your spine. Dude, they went in from my side. All right? Like,
yeah, they haven't even told me where they're doing mine, so I have no idea.
This is the 3rd time I've had it done. This is the last time they can do it. They went in from the side this time. So that had to be a good 10 to 15 inch needle that they stuck in me. That's fucked up. Like, they went in from my kidney area to get to my belt line. Really? That's, yeah, at 3 different places. So they actually stuck the needle in, pulled it out, put another one in, pulled it out, put another one in, and pulled it out. The first time he put one needle hole and he went in and then he backed it out a little bit and then hit the next level, backed it out and hit the next level. This time it was like 1, 2, 3.
Really?
Yeah, I had a lot of pain the first night, and yesterday was like guarded. I was like sore, but not bad sore. And today I feel all locked up.
Oh, really?
Very, very tight. Yeah. Like
that's something you haven't heard in 20 years, that you're very, very tight.
Yes. Well, not since the first time I went to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really sore. You know, you get used to the pain. You get used to how it feels to, not being right. And then they go in there and they monkey around with it by injecting.
Where are they going to put this needle in me?
It all depends on where your herniation is.
It's literally touching the left side of the bone that's around my spine. Yeah,
I understand that, but you have multiple levels. Like for me, it was L3, L4, and L5. So
I think I have 4 and 5, but this is not for that. This is way lower.
Okay, so they're gonna go in roughly at your belt line, hopefully, and just depending on your it depends on your musculature and your blood vessels, because they'll map that shit so they don't puncture anything important. And then they'll put the steroid and an anesthetic in. But that steroid and anesthetic is like it's a long acting, so it doesn't dissolve right away. So it's good it'll stay in about 3 to 6 months. And what ends up happening is that has to take up space.
Well, this one is only for 2 weeks.
No, well,
this one I have to go back in 2 weeks, and then if it's work, they're going to give me the good one.
Oh, okay. Well, right now they put the long acting in, and it's like dexamethasone and lidocaine and some other anesthetic. But again, it has to take up space, so everything feels very, very tight right now.
Right.
And it's, and then it makes you, hold yourself differently. So now, the middle of my back is sore. Yeah, it's not great, man. I had to take a Percocet the first night. It was that bad. Like the first night after they were monkeying around in there, I waited as long as I could until midnight. So let's find that fucking Staten Island gym teacher and take his house.
I already know he's a fucking basketball or a fucking lacrosse coach in a school in Brooklyn. I'm miles ahead of you.
Yeah, we need to be compensated.
Whatever happens, his insurance is paying anyway.
No, that's true, but there is also, pain and suffering, lack of services, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
it's real hard for me to, justify not being able to do stuff because, I go out and talk on stage, but you got to stand there, you got to drive, and
I do the same thing, but I got a regular job as well.
Yeah,
I have to carry shit on my regular job, and I can't.
Okay.
I'm not,
Yeah, it makes your life difficult. It does. So hopefully they'll approve the surgery next, and they can take out that fragment. And I'll be done. There actually is a piece of disc that got pushed out that's just like floating around, and it just likes to let me know it's there every now and then and just hit something new.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this. Imagine if you wear a really tight belt. Let's say you go 2 holes tighter than you need to on your belt, and you just stick a thumbtack in there in the back and just leave it there. That's what it feels like a lot. But then you get little things called referred pain, which are also really wondrous, because all of a sudden your foot will go cold, or your leg goes numb, or what else happens? You'll get a pain in your knee. Oh, look at Oprah. Ope. Oh, God. Was that when he was working with the Bear Man? When he was doing the fudgy wudgy bars?
No, it's even before that.
Oh, geez. You know what I thought of today? I thought of Wheelchair Fred.
Oh, you're taking a dildo in his ass in the bathtub?
It's all covered in shit. I thought of him because I'm like, I'm going to be in a fucking wheelchair. Look at him. Look at him. Look at Paul.
But,
how come you didn't see how fucked her right in the pussy? That would have been.
This was before that came out.
Is that British? Fucked her right in the pussy?
No, some American guy. I don't know where he got it from. He started saying it was some guy. Remember, he had a hoodie on and like a mustache.
Yeah.
He did it, and then people were copying him,
running out and go, "Fuck her right in the pussy," and then run away. Well, how about what was it when O&A got the first signage? Somebody dropped a C-bomb or just had a sign that said,
you'll see that in a minute.
Oh, okay. And it went out on national TV on Fox. That's great.
Yeah. They actually started doing their TV introductions for the morning on top of their trucks. So a guy couldn't get the sign up.
Is that Bobo?
No, it's Mike. He's actually a lawyer.
Oh. Oh, my God. Is that Andrew?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was on the phone telling him when to go.
Oh, he was a handsome fella at once.
Dude, he's like fucking Big Ed from
well,
Beyonce. Did you never see what Big A looked like when he was like 20?
No.
I
never saw Big A when he was young.
I don't know if I can find it.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, you can't hear the audio now, but I did it like a techno track over the top of it, and I synced it all up.
And that's when that Asian guy got fired, right? Because he goes, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah. Fuck is your problem, man? That guy was so pissed. That guy on the screen right now. Fucking livid.
I believe
Crystal meth. What the fuck is? I can't remember his first name, but Andy used to call him Crystal Meth because he got in trouble for doing crystal meth, so they just called him Crystal Meth. Like, I'm not going to justify that with a comment. And the woman goes, "Well," and he goes, "Yeah, they've got shit ratings, so that's why they did that."
Oh, they had the biggest ratings in New York. They had the highest afternoon drive time.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I used to turn them on when I was working at KPMG. That's when they first got to New York. And then that was NEW when they first came on. Before that, they had some bullshit like Rocky. I want to say Rocky Dennis, but no, there was some other show that was really lame.
On NEW? Well, NEW, before O&A came, it was a fucking music station.
There was an afternoon drive time, Rocky, somebody, and somebody else.
Yeah, I have no idea. And
they were okay, but then O&A just stole everything. It was great. It was great. I mean, and in the beginning, the funny thing is, Paul Bond was like one of the regulars.
They wouldn't let him fucking in the studio, right?
No, they were in the studio. And in fact, it culminated, I think, with Paul Bond getting into an argument or getting into a staged fight with Billy Staples.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, it was staged, but you know, Paul was there in the beginning. Like a lot of the parodies came from him, which was kind of cool. Because that's like his thing. And I guess they were looking for a third seat early on, and that's before Norton got involved, because they used to have Jay Moore on a lot. Who else did they have on a lot early? Paul Bond. They had some local New York comics that we know now that we're friendly with, but when Norton came, that was the big one. Is that you?
That's Big A.
No kidding. Wow. That's oh, I can see that. All right, but he has a full complement of neck vertebrae though. Unlike Ed. Next. Psychopath.
It's a bit slow because it's coming from the archive.
Okay. Oh, that's you're hosting that site?
Used to.
Okay. Oh, you hosted Whackbag?
No.
Oh.
This was the big-a.com that I built.
Jesus, he almost looks like Gonzo right there.
Yeah. But his apartment's bigger than Gonzo's house.
Wow. Wow, he really wasn't a mess. Just a stutterer. How old is Big A? I don't even know.
51 or 2. I think he's 4 years older than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have fun, guys. I fucking love that man. Big A is a pisser. Oh, we're saving that one. I can't believe that was Big A. Holy shit.
I'm saving all of them because I keep forgetting to every time I fucking remember where to find them, I forget to save them.
Wow. Wow. Oh, gosh. So how did the mic go yesterday? I came in halfway through.
It was fun.
How many did you totally have?
17.
17. I saw a lot of lurkers come in and pop out though.
Yeah. Some of the people that were involved in the boiler room popped in and out and then made a bit of a noise and then I muted them.
Oh, really? Okay. Big A's date with Stalker Patty. Yeah, what happened to Big A? Something. Did he have like a health issue that's how he got that way?
Yeah, he couldn't keep his feet out of fish shop.
Oh.
I got in trouble for showing up at Big A and Patty's big date.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was sat on the next table and we were just some other random fan that showed up.
I think the creepiest thing that ever happened was
anything that Big A does?
No, when they gave Patty the vibrator in studio and Norton just worked it for her.
What about when fucking didn't Ron Jeremy finger banger?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh God. And she's what? She's got to be 60 now, right? She's still a virgin.
She's on Social Security, so.
Okay. Oh God. Geddy Lee's big sister. Yeah, man. Andrew looked good. He looked real good. And there's Jimmy.
He started this show 1 week after me.
Really?
Yep.
Holy shit, is that Denise?
Yep.
The fuck was she wearing there, bro? Oh, Master Poe.
Tits.
Wow.
That's back when she wanted to fuck.
Oh. Who?
Anyone.
Yeah,
I hear Master Poe is collecting money for deck chairs in Miami on the beach now.
He was from my town. Master Poe's dojo. That's wild.
Yeah, we all fucking helped him figure out his dojo, and then he closed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He had trouble with the town. The town was fighting him.
Oh, this town is the worst. You want to put anything in this town, it's like, forget about it. It's bad.
It was. I mean, when it was done, you know, there was like literally 20 or 30 fans that went over there and fucking helped him fix it up.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, I don't know why my town is the way it is with anything that anybody wants to do, but it's brutal. You even after you have all the permits and everything else, they still come and hassle you. It's a very weird little place. I had one too many cars parked in my driveway and they lost their shit. And yet everybody going down the block from my house has like a double wide driveway where they park their cars side by side. And the town had to go out of its way to tell me that since I have a single garage door, I'm only allowed to park my cars, you know, straight, they're directly in front of the garage door. There's like nobody doing that down this street here. This town is bullshit.
Is that when it was snowing?
No, that's when I had 4 cars in my driveway. And they're like, well, you know, the 2 wheels are on the grass. Yeah, well, it's my fucking grass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's my lawn. If I want to fucking, oh, you can't park on your lawn in this town. I'm like, stop. Everyone else has got it this way. But me, they had to make an example for some reason.
They probably saw your comedy.
No, it wasn't my comedy. That, you know, I don't use that. My name isn't on.
De Blasio can kiss my ass. He just said fuck you to the both of us.
Really? Well, hey, I'm wearing your shirt today, Chris. So you can all. There you go.
How do you know that's just? I was gonna say, how do you know that's his shirt? But it's just. Sorry.
It's a 4XL. It's just a comfortable shirt that I bought at the dollar store.
That's almost a dress.
What's that?
That's a dress.
It's almost a dress. Yes, it's a nightgown. So de Blasio had something to say, did he?
Yeah, he's just being a tool.
Oh, well, he can't help himself.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a cookie? It sounds like your blood sugar has gone down a little bit, Chris. You know, he's going to say something. I know he's going to have to.
Jessica Miranda's watching.
Oh.
Someone else. There's 2 other people. I don't know who they are.
I'm going to go to that site. Now I can have both up. Oh, look at me. I look a lot better now. Hi, I'm all lit up. Let's go to that. So now I can see the commentary as well.
Yeah, I just look at the comments on my phone.
There we go. Oh, you have it on the phone.
Yeah.
All right.
Ivy says, hi, babes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Oh my God, Cone last night, dude. When he did comedy, he was like laughing at her setup lines. Oh
my God. Like if she burped, he laughed. What was that about? I mean, honestly, man, be a little less conspicuous. Why not? Holy mackerel. I guarantee you he was sitting on a towel and it was wet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do sound really good tonight. This setup is much better than what I've been using. This is nice. I'm liking it. So anyway,
these backgrounds are working good. Man.
Yeah. So I understand that if anyone is nice to the to that one mentally disabled girl that joins the 10 o'clock reality show.
What is that about?
Her mom is going to give everybody a reward, so we have to be nice to her now. She's going to send out $1,000 checks to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
I am the only member of her coronavirus events page on Facebook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, Shannon has?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
And it's as bad as it sounds.
So what's the deal with your lawnmower, sir? Oh, you're Mexican.
You might just need a spark plug. I don't know. I didn't look at it.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah. Every year, someone puts too much shit in the garage, so I can't fit the fucking lawnmower in. And by the end of the winter, someone uncovered it, and it's fucked.
Well, you got
same fucking shit.
You have what is it? Oh, your other lawnmower wants to sleep with your wife. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's crazy, man.
Funny how I haven't heard back from him.
Well, I don't know. Now wait a minute. Why did Ivy say you have to be fucking cutting? Yes,
Yeah,
I'm chewing my cud. I ate a lot of grass and fibrous vegetation, and now I'm spitting it back up and eating it. Oh Lord, I'm tired.
Yeah, you're getting old, so you probably have to go to bed at like 6.
Yeah, 30 a.m. Get up at 2. No, I was up early today. Wait, is that Anthony? Oh, with his gun. Love it. And you were, that's superimposed.
No, that's Gap the movie.
Oh, that's
Paulo.
There's the Paulo.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's on his 4th wife.
4th wife. The other one died, right?
The first one, yeah.
Oh, man. I'll tell you, Bennington is a great show, but there was so much good stuff when it was Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
It should have carried over because that was some great stuff.
Well, I was saying about Shannon's mother paying people.
Oh. Oh, that's funny.
Before I even comment on it, I want to find out what the possible prizes are.
A luxury vacation weekend in beautiful Palm Springs with Shannon Sullivan. All expense paid trip.
Yeah.
That's too funny, man.
Madison, New Jersey.
Now, who had the control last night because they ended it abruptly?
Oh, Shannon did, and when she logged out, it shut everybody off.
Okay. Yeah, it ended abruptly last night, and then
it was Shannon. Shannon was like, "I'm leaving," and then everyone's like, "What?" And then next thing you know, there was a thing that came up.
Why didn't you rejoin?
Me, I just fucking was too tired.
Well, I need to tell you at another time.
Yeah.
what happened later? It was crazy. So anyhow, what was I guess Matt Bridgestone had a really successful drive-in comedy show, huh?
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet, but what a brilliant idea. Now I looked up some of the
Someone is driving around New Jersey doing pop-up movie theaters already.
That's smart. But what movie are they showing? I mean,
I don't know.
The RM stuff, they'll get involved with that. But with this comedy thing, I looked up the transmitter. A 1 mile radius transmitter is good for it'll cost you about $148.
Is that AM or FM?
That's FM broadcast.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 30 watts is the unlicensed or unregistered limit to the power you can have on a transmitter. Because I think like CB radios, you have to have a license for CB because they can be pretty powerful. But I think a 30-watt transmitter is pretty good, and it'll get you a mile. So the only thing is, like, how do you keep someone from tuning in? You can't stop someone from tuning in from a distance. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I mean, what they still need to know the frequency. They got to find it.
Yeah, true.
And if you change it every time, unless you can't.
Well, I'm sure like any kind of FM transmitter, you have to find blank space on the dial before you can start broadcasting from it. Which around here would probably be down around 90 in this area. But then I know down by you, like 107?
92.3 would be perfect on Prime.
Down by you, right.
Because the radio station down here is 92.7.
Well, let's see. In this neighborhood here, we lose 101.5 here, and 101.5 used to be Montclair State, which had no real overlap. But the transmitter there was problems with the transmitter. So anyway, to do it like at 101 or 101.5 in this area would probably be okay. That would be neat. I would really be interested in doing that. But how much longer is this going to be going on? I mean, if Murphy extends it after June 6th, then we have
jokes are doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week now.
Well, right. But what I'm saying is for us to pull the trigger on it, Murphy's going to have to extend the date. If he extends it past June 6th, which is what, next week?
Yeah.
If he extends it past June 6th, then we'll have to do something like that. But otherwise, we should probably be looking to make sure they got a good return policy and purchase the transmitter.
Yeah, but you know what? I still think there's going to be places that are like you can't come do a show in our place, like a VFW hall.
You know, I'm thinking about some of the locations, like you could do it. Like there's AmVets in Nutley on Washington Avenue that has a monstrous parking lot. You can get away with doing something there if AmVets was willing to go with it. You know what I mean? Maybe throw a waitress on roller skates and have her bring, sell drinks from the bar, wearing a mask. That'd be kind of cool. That would actually work. You look like you're going to jail.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, look, I'm getting tit sweat already. I'm having a miserable day. Oh shit. So yeah, I think we could probably get away with doing something like that. Maybe the AmVets would be a good location here. Washington Avenue is fairly easy to get to. Maybe we should talk to them. Look at that. Oh, that's really kind of cool, actually. Oh, look at that. Oh, Gerard.
Best part about that guy reading off a paper means I don't have to remember my coronavirus jokes that quickly. I've been trying. I got good feedback on them. It's like two of them were like, I got a good 4 minutes of Corona stuff.
Oh, and it's a rented pickup truck.
Yes, yeah.
All right. That looks like it could work, man. Brilliant move. Really smart. I mean, that's as low budget as you can get, I guess, Yeah. That's fucking great. Who do we know with a pickup truck? Clint Esposito has a pickup truck. We could put him on the show. He has friends too.
Depends where it is, I guess.
Well, if you have a pickup truck, tune in or put a comment in the post something in the comments.
If you have a pickup truck and you actually are funny.
Yeah.
But this isn't a bringer where you just because you have a pickup truck, you're getting on.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Clint's good. Clint would be fine. But
my wireless system can plug right into that FM transmitter. So.
Well, I'm assuming you'd have a speaker. Look, there's the word "cunt" in the corner. See?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but you just need to put an amp on there so the sound comes up where you are. Plus, it goes out on the transmitter. I'd imagine.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think you do just one.
I think that would be disturbing the peace. We're not looking to make problems with the location. If you have, and by the way, that also keeps it like to people who pay.
Take a look at that video and see if fucking Matt had an amp on the back of that thing. I think he did. Hold on.
Because if we can do that, that would be really fucking cool. Oh God, dude. Anybody tuning in, I blew myself up last night. Paul doesn't like to start. Dude, let me tell you something. Since this quarantine started, I have been doing a lot of stuff around the house. I got harpooned in the face with a tube of hand cream. It's stuck in my skin. Right here, hit me. I put a screw through my hand. I dropped an entire DeWalt toolkit on my foot. I got blown up by a light bulb. That exploded. What else has gone on? I mean, I'm dangerous to myself. Yeah, right. I love when Paul's distracted.
I'm looking at this photo. Hold on, I'll share it real quick. And you tell me if you see a set of speakers.
Okay. Speakers. Well, no. I do not see speakers. Nope.
So it's just the transmitter, unless there's some little thing on the actual pickup.
I don't think so, brother. Look at it. There's no stand.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing obvious.
There's a guy with a camera. There's a guy with a camera. And let's see, in between the black and the red cars by where it says number 10 on the ground.
Right.
That's a cameraman.
Right.
And there might be somebody else in front of that row of 5 cars. That's it. But there, I don't see where there would be any speakers. Let's see, how many cars are in that? How many did he have? Does he say?
No, I mean, I don't know how much bigger than this picture that parking lot is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 26, 27. Look at the ladder. What the fuck is that? 20, 29, 30.
It's the fire brigade.
7, 39. All right. So if there are 2 people per car, there's about 80 people there.
Yeah. I think there's more than 2 because a lot of the video showed like a full car of people.
Okay. All right. So, and now they charged by the person, not by the carload.
$10 a ticket.
Per ticket.
Yeah.
How do you enforce that though? That's the only thing I'm trying to, like, even driving movie
Here's the bad
theaters
part. What if someone shows up that hasn't got tickets and they want to hand you cash?
Yeah, man. Well, you know what? Today the CDC said that the surface transmission of the virus is very unlikely.
More chance of there being cocaine on.
Oh yeah, dude. You know the stats on that? It's like 98% of all U.S. money has traces of cocaine on it.
I thought it was like 10%.
No, it's way. It's like 10% doesn't have traces of cocaine. It's got to be like brand new bills. Anything with a crease in it's probably been.
They also say that 10% of U.S. currency is fake.
Really?
Yeah. Well, when I was working in that field, they had just found currency that you could only tell was fake with a microscope out of China.
Oh wow! Well, you knew the
this
currency
was 20 years ago.
Well, the cartel currency was actually very good, and the only way they knew it was cartel money was that rats had chewed the edges on the money. So if the edges of the bills weren't crisp, they automatically took them out of circulation as fake bills. Right. But theirs was really good. They went way out of their way. Now they put fucking microfibers and different fluorescent stuff and circuitry. That's nuts. Look at Paul in the background. How much time did you invest just showing up at these events? Like, you must have been like one of those, what do they call them?
I invested so much time I got fired.
You're like a stringer, dude. You're out there like you just listening to police radio and waiting for a live feed.
They were trying to figure out why I slammed Channel 7. I literally hit them a lot of times. And there was a guy on one of the trucks that would text me.
Perfect. Perfect.
And then I had another link. I had a web link. This is back when web was shitty on your phone. Remember how it was like something that was like texty with blue squares? Right. Yeah, so I had a little website that was like the bullet points of all the local stories. And it would be, I guess, maybe Associated Press or something.
Okay. Yeah, AP Wire.
Everything would come up there first, and it would always be in order of how important the story was. You could look at that at 4 o'clock and go, all right, there's going to be a camera here. You know? Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'd be in fucking, what that name is, I can't remember the name of the place now, but there was a bar right off of Times Square, an Irish bar. I think it was on 48th Street, maybe 47th.
Okay.
I can't remember the name. Oh, Looney's.
Okay.
Oh, Looney's bar. We'd all go there at about 4:30, and then we just have to, wait to see where the people were going to be. Wow. Channel 7 fucking hated me, dude.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That month I did like 8 or 9, at least that 1 month that I won. It was December, and fucking Sonny Forelli, who's out of fucking Boston, who did a lot. Right. He was trying to beat me because I had done that one where Stacey Sager just walked out of the shot and just left me and my buddy jumping in front of the camera. I'd done that one, and that was the first time Anthony texted Opie in like 2 years, saying, really? So you should look at this.
That's great.
So I had that one, and then I had Fox News as well. I was talking to the Fox News reporter for about 45 minutes, and then when he went live, I just destroyed his shot. He was like so pissed because he thought we were like friends.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, they got there's a show on Netflix where these guys listen to the police scanners all night. This is in Los Angeles.
Oh,
And
yeah, Stringers.
Stringers, yeah.
They used to be on fucking UPN, that show.
That's a great
It's
show.
an old
man.
show. Yeah, it was good. How they'd go and find like house fires and celebrities doing
Right.
shit.
Right. And then they show up, and then they have streaming cameras or they have streaming devices with their cameras, and they're able to uplink it right to
I
the
think
news
they upload
studios.
from the laptops because that series is old. I don't think that there's new episodes of that shit.
There was one. There was a new one done in 4K on Netflix. It was a series.
really?
Yeah, there was one where a guy's car broke down in the fast lane, and he pulled over to the shoulder in the fast lane, but he's still sticking out in the fast lane.
Someone smashed his car.
Dude, as soon as his battery died and his flashers went out, the guy got creamed and the car exploded. And the stringer actually left his camera running and actually saved the guy's life. He pulled him out of a burning car, dragged him out. The guy's shoes were on fire, and got him to the side of the road. And he got some sort of, citizen's award, and it was really.
I bet he wish he had a GoPro on him that day, though.
You know what ended up happening? Other stringers came, and because of the fact that
it's doing it.
Yeah, and he left his camera running too, so he had that. But because he risked his life the way he did, the other stringers just gave him that footage. Like, here, you earn this. This is yours.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I remember. I mean, there's obviously competition between them because whoever gets there first.
right. Well,
I sold a video to CBS in like '97,
right.
somewhere between 94 and 2000. I think it was 97. Remember in Lodi, National Wholesale Liquidators?
Yeah.
Right. You remember when that burned down before it got rebooted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I was there really early, and I had tape of it on 8mm.
Oh wow, I was on standby for that. We were my.
Dude, I got it when it just started. Where before I filmed even the fire engine showing up and fucking putting the ladders up.
Oh wow.
Everything I had, and the CBS truck showed up like fucking an hour later, and I'm like, all right, I got footage of the whole thing, and they're like, all right, and I'm like, well, I'm not giving it to you.
Well, what'd you make on it?
400.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, for some fucking shitty home video.
Wow.
You know,
That's not bad.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, orange is my favorite color. Everybody saying shit about
Does that
me.
have did you get the flip flops with that, the match?
Yeah, I actually am wearing flip flops and sweatpants. I'm wearing sweatpants.
On live PD this week, they had a dude who just got out of jail the day before, and he was wearing the orange flip flops, and the cop's like, I'm gonna have to charge you with stealing them flip flops. And the guy's like, no, in Corona they give them away. They don't want them back.
Oh
Let
wow.
us keep them. There's off a chance saying, what the fuck, right there. There he is, right there.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. You know who that guy is behind that gave the finger with the bald head?
Is that E-Rock?
Crazy Cabbie.
Oh, Stern's guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It was Nathaniel. Remember Nathaniel? I don't know if you were there, but he came to the Scotty's open mic like 6 months ago and hung out with me.
Right.
It was him that was behind with the sign.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but then just as he came by.
Now, whatever happened to Nathaniel? Because he was doing the Sam and Than show with Sam.
So when he left, he went to work for a good friend of mine. Works for Rockstar Games.
Oh, right. Laszlo.
Yes. So
Okay.
he went to that, and he was doing that shit where you put little green balls on people's faces,
Right.
and it motion records them.
Motion tracking.
Yeah, he was doing that, and I think now he's moved one more time or two more times, and he's doing something with computer games.
Oh wow. Now is Laszlo the same guy, the same Laszlo who was on CNET?
He was the same guy that was on the radio every morning with Laszlo's technical minute. Or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it was called.
Well, then that's the same guy because he was on in the beginning when the Sci-Fi Channel first started. They didn't have a whole lot of content, so technology was like a big deal for the sci-fi nerds. And so he had the CNET Central on Sci-Fi Channel, where he did breakdowns on everything from like big screen TVs to computers.
He was
to
like the
laptops.
Mythbusters before the Mythbusters, kind of.
Yeah,
but much shorter little clips. Yeah.
like one of the things he recommended, and I kind of adopted it early on, was to have a
Dan's asking where Cabby is on Facebook. I think he's only on Instagram right now. But I used to see posts from him every day, and I haven't seen his posts in a while.
Okay. Yeah, you put a light bulb behind your big screen TV, and it makes the screen pop better. Just like I was doing the other night when I have the color changes in the living room to teal, and everyone's like, "Why do you have teal?" That's like the gayest thing you've ever said.
That's like people have those lights that go under the edge of all around the TV, and
yes,
it makes the TV look darker behind it, so
yeah,
the images are clearer. That worked better before when the shitty LCDs came out that didn't have true gray. You remember that? They wouldn't go black. The black would never go black. It would be gray, kind of like that video behind me right now.
Right.
You see how black's not quite. It's kind of bright. But,
right. Yeah, you put a what is it? A 30 Kelvin bulb, 30K bulb behind it, which is like an almost reddish, not quite daylight, not a bright white, but a warm white behind the TV, and it makes it look great. You
should put a prison cell image behind you. That'd be funny.
Do I have it on this? Let's see.
That kid behind me was dressed in a Superman fucking.
No, I don't have it on this one. That's all right. Add image. Oh, dude, I am wiped the fuck out.
Yeah, Stan, he was, like I said, he was on Instagram, and I don't know where he went. I think he posted, if I remember right, he used to post some stuff that was like really close to getting yourself banned from Instagram, but it made me laugh really hard, the stuff he posted.
Really?
Yeah. The Cabby.
I'm going to copy image.
Remember when did he get fired from Stern because he had sex on Stern's chair? Remember that story?
Oh.
I don't know if he got fired for it, but he managed to convince Stern it never happened, but everybody else is like, yeah, right.
That's like the guys that had sex at St. Pat's Cathedral.
Well, that was O&A.
Right. Copy. Save, copy image, save image. In the old download folder. Save.
Yeah, that's fun. Who's messaging me now?
Yeah, I'm getting messages too.
Because.
Oh, Will.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got the countdown for the 10 o'clock show.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll go in there when I'm done at 10:15, so I can.
When I'm good and ready.
Huh?
When I'm good and ready, I'll go in there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to go in there when my mom and her friends are fucking in there.
Your mom. There we have it.
You know what would be better than that image if you can find it is one that has the fucking metal toilet in it, and it's got like the walls going like that, kind of inwards. And if someone's sitting in there as well.
No, I think I did okay with this. This is fine. Mom, I'm in jail.
Yeah.
Put Dad on the phone. Hi, I'm in jail. What do you mean you're not gonna bail me out?
Honestly, I think we should just go for it with the sound system.
You know what? The transmitters are cheap enough. They cover.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we can just
pay that back with the first show.
Well, here's the thing. I guarantee you the police will get involved if there is live audio, guaranteed. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to
remember an AC, even though I don't, like you said, I don't think they had sound. They're also away from everybody in those parking lots.
Right, and any place we would be able to do something would probably be close enough where people would call the police and say, hey, there's a lot of people over there and there's a lot of noise.
Barbecue, I think, would be okay if we were all the way down the end of the parking lot.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I don't think we all need to go that well. It's your backyard, really, but to do something up here, I think it can be. Well,
if I fucking invest in that shit, I'm doing one.
You're doing it everywhere, right? Yeah. So let's see. All FM transmitters.
Is it fucking the free Pong mic input, or is it the big speaker? I mean, microphone cable. It's not the same.
Let's see. Actually, there's a lot of.
I don't want one that's going to arrive in fucking July from China.
No. This is an American distributor. FM transmitter. Nope, they pulled that entry. You can't look that up. It's that's eBay. Well, you know what? On eBay,
Yeah, but I want to. I don't. You look at it and see what the delivery date is. Then you'll find out it's from China.
Wednesday, July 1st.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you. I am absolutely on board with what you're saying. Who do we get?
I mean, is there any way you can go? I mean, you could go to B&H Photo, but I guarantee there's a $500.
Yeah, B&H is listed here.
You know what? Hold on 1 second.
Oh, tell me what.
Hold on.
B&H Williams compact. $629. Holy Christ. Well, B&H has them. What are you looking at? Who are you calling?
Calling someone who might be able to have what we need already.
No.
If he answers the goddamn phone.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That would be pretty cool.
I know he's got one that would do a 10-mile square radius and wipe out fucking.
That's too much.
No, I know, because this is. Hold on.
That would be.
Hey, buddy, it's Paul. I was wondering if you have an FM transmitter that's legal that I can use for comedy shows. I was trying to get one, but B&H wanted a stupid amount of money for them, and all the others that are cheap, 6 week shipping. If you have something that you have at your house or whatever that you could get someone to lend it to me or whatever, please give me a call back. Thanks, bud. Yeah, this is the same guy that in Middletown on July 4th when the fireworks are going off. They have the music for the fireworks on the radio. We go down there and play Public Enemy right over the top of it and wipe out 5 square miles of FM for the whole town.
That's beautiful.
I don't think we need that one.
Let's see.
Ask me a question though. Are there any FCC implications with people saying fuck?
Under 30 watts, no. Under 30 watts. So I'm looking at a 15-watt FM transmitter.
Does it have distance listed?
Yeah. Hold on. 15. Let's see. Output power 3 or 15 output 50 ohms. About 10 kilometers.
Yeah,
how big is 10 kilometers?
7 miles.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I wonder if that
it can't be 10 kilometers. That'd be insanity. The specifications given the average claim no more than 3 amps, but then another answered 5 amps. If at 12 volt DC, then Ohm's law says you provide 36 watts and 69 watts. Most transmitters.
I got one here that does 300 meters, $139 in stock, June 1st.
How much?
$139.99.
I think that might be the baby. I'm looking at this one now. Now this is a broadcast transmitter between 87.5 and 108 megahertz. So that's the full FM dial. Microphone is a 1/4-inch jack.
Let me look at it. I didn't look at that part of this one.
The antenna, I don't know if is included, but it's a what's the ohm rate on that? 50 ohms. And yeah, you connect the antenna first, it says, before you power it up. 12 volts.
Yeah, because you don't want to be holding that shit.
No, you'll burn yourself. You will burn yourself.
Dude, you couldn't even touch this guy's car.
Oh, well, he's using a base station, for crying out loud.
Basically.
He's using a fucking standard broadcast. Who's it? Okay. You just sent me the link to that one? Yeah, I'm on Amazon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one I'm kind of looking at.
Yeah, but not $600.
No, the B&H one was $600, and that's 300. That's 10 kilometers.
Yeah, I don't need 10 kilometers.
No, we don't need 10 kilometers. That's not bad. 139. I think I even mentioned that was probably about right.
I'm looking at the connections though. Where the fuck are the connections?
In the front, it's a standard 1/4-inch jack going in, and I don't know why you would have an audio.
Maybe so you can monitor it with an earpiece.
Maybe because there's a volume, but then what would the volume be? I mean, to monitor?
I'm guessing the left audio is headphone jack. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay, yeah.
So the sound guy can check it. Fucking does it?
Control panel buttons to control the frequency.
Runs on 12 volts, 1 amp. But it doesn't say it's included, but I'm sure you can get a we have to get a battery pack of some kind.
Black box mobile, black box FM audio transmitter, transmit up to 400 feet.
This one's 300 meters.
That's
so this one's 900 feet.
Okay. $98. Get as soon as May 28th.
Send me the link.
Okay.
But the only thing is, you got to figure out how to power these things.
Car.
Yeah, but you need like an adapter cable or some shit.
No, this is a car, a cigarette adapter.
Right, but I'm saying you have to have the right plug on the other end of it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I think it comes with it.
Does it?
Yeah, it has to. You have to be able to power the thing up. Paste and send.
Right, I'm looking at the kit. It doesn't have. It has a picture of it. It has an AC adapter with it.
Right.
Doesn't have anything that says cigarette car lighter. Yeah, well, it has an AC adapter.
I have an inverter, 100 watt inverter for my car. I can just all I got to do is plug the cigarette lighter in, and then it converts to AC.
Obviously, it would flatten your battery much slower if you had a.
Nah, you leave the car running. Just leave the car running.
You'd have to do it with whoever's car that we're standing on.
Yeah. And it's got good reviews for $98. Product features: transmit audio format to all FM radios within your home, office, or car. Create your own personal commercial-free radio station within your home, office, or car. Works with PC, Mac. Transmit from your desktop, notebook, computer. No drivers necessary. Use
Hold
PC.
on, my buddy's calling me. Hold on.
Ah.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, Governor.
I mean, we were talking about it on a podcast about because this guy just did a comedy show in AC, and he used an FM transmitter so people could listen in their cars. Well, I know you do. I was telling my friend about that one. Yeah. What's the range on that thing? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, well, I know you had the big one. I didn't know if you had like a more manageable baby one. Mm-hmm. Right, but I mean, I'm looking at the ones on eBay, and they like, because they're like 300 meter range. I think they're allowed anyway, right? It's like a range you're allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't you have to power that one you have from like a car battery though? Or can your cigarette lighter adapt to it? Because it doesn't.
All right. I guess we've gotten boring now, people. Well, guys, if you want to see a show or you want to perform on the show, start hitting us up for spots, guys.
Well, I was figuring it would be nice.
We're gonna put
the cigarette lighter adapter. If I see ones on,
we'll put it up on brown paper tickets.
$189.
And you get your tickets, and you'll be let in.
I would just have to get it. Doesn't.
That'll be cool.
800 to 900. Maybe 1,000 actually. Yeah. Yeah. Right. But I also don't want to spend $600 because who knows if I use it one time. Okay.
Ah.
Hmm. Well, we'll put it in. You probably have it in one of those nice carry boxes with the pads on it too. So.
You know, we should do it on the Passaic River. We'll put it on a boat and we'll go down the Passaic River. And
all right. Well, no, I know. That's why I said, is it someone that could fucking let me have something?
150 watts, but they never used it. Stan, that's insane. That's huge. Let's see. We went to Brick High in the 80s. The station was. They were FCC licensed back then. Yeah, man. Not only the radios were FCC licensed, but the broadcasters too. Had to have an FBI background check. I had that. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when I can.
Stan wants in. Pachapi, if you're still in there. You're a visual kind of guy, though, man. I don't know how you work out on the back of a pickup truck.
I remember you had one that had a magnet with an antenna that went on the roof, right?
Let's see. Who else is?
No, I remember we used to wipe out fucking Middletown fucking firework display music. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh man. So guys, I got my pool all sorted out now. My water is balanced.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out because that reason I wanted to buy one.
Memorial Day weekend coming. It's going to be a lot of fun to go in the pool. I'm going to be excited to do that.
One time, you know what I mean?
My face is looking lopsided as hell. Glad we're all just pointing it out. I got a drifty eye over here. Mm-hmm. This eye looks like it's like a thyroid push. The scar on my lip is showing now. This camera is too good. It's really. Look at this, the loop, all of that going on. Yeah. I'm a mess, man. I don't even know how people look at me sometimes.
Well, you know what? If you can look on Amazon and tell me something.
You had a third-class license. Yeah, Stan, that's kind of what you needed back in the day. I remember SOU used to be on a commercial dial. All their DJs were licensed broadcasters.
Yeah, and make sure they're not fucking 6-week shipping from where the fucking virus came from. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, are you going to have a private conversation or are you going to join the show?
Yeah. Yeah, so you look for me and tell me what's good. Because I know you know what's good.
Oh, you lost. You didn't renew.
I'm on the
do they have to be renewed? I don't know. They might have to be renewed. I don't know. I never renewed mine either. So,
yes.
Same goes for the CB, but I don't know if a CB you license the radio or the person.
So we're talking about it, so.
Don't know.
It's not that exciting, but we're talking about this whole thing right now. So.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks.
I have the perfect location, man.
So
it's one tree shrouded and everything.
His one that he has does 300 watts.
That's you need a license at that point.
Yeah. Anyway, but he says you can turn it down.
Oh.
But he's like, I'm like. He'll let us use it for one show, and whatever. But if we want to like go into business, he can recommend something.
Well, I just saw the one on Amazon.
He's telling me that the $600 one from BH is probably not worth. It's worth it as far as the manufacturing of it and the warranty of it and all that shit.
Right.
He says you don't want to spend $120 on one that might turn out to be crap.
Well, it's Amazon, right? And if you have Amazon Prime, you just return the goddamn thing, right? Hmm. I mean, hell, if you buy it on Amazon and use it and then return it, no, what are they going to say?
But I mean, if we just put one show, I can go get his shit.
All right. Well, let's see if we can make it work. Because
I would like to see if there's any FCC rules about curse words.
I don't think we're going to have to worry because it's such a local.
Right, but if we put his in, you'll hear it 5 towns away.
Well, we're not going to, like I said. The one
it's like you turn it down a bit. I'm like, I don't think you turn it down a bit.
Yeah. The one I sent you the link to, they said they used it for a church service and it was perfect.
Yeah, he says a lot of people are calling him about that equipment.
Yeah, this one, it's $98. It's in stock and we're just letting everybody have our idea right now.
Yeah,
that's all we're doing.
we should stop talking about it.
Yeah, unit may be powered by battery, even by USB, AC, or car.
Yeah.
I'm half inclined. If you know what I did today, I'd pull the trigger on this minute. But 2 things. One, I would like to talk to the venue that's local to here to see if we can get away with it. Number 1, and Nutley police being what they are, I could see a problem. except for if we do it where I'm thinking, you can't see from the street. There's a lot of trees.
Yeah, but
I'm
gonna sell this bitch.
Yeah, well, I already got my first cease and desist letter from the town. I don't know if I want to go for a second.
So let me handle it.
The second thing is
here's what you got to do: go to the venue, find out if we can use the parking lot.
Right.
2, go to the town, and fucking. I mean, you could do it 2 ways. 1, go to the town and say we haven't decided what venue is yet. Can we do a parking lot thing? Do you have a problem with that?
Right.
And then find a place in the town. Hope we can find somewhere. Or number 2, find a venue and then go to the town.
You know what? Maybe the venue that I had planned to start up the shows at on the Belleville border, Belleville might be a little more accommodating. And there's a liquor store and people can go in and buy their booze and come right out, and the guy's still going to make his money. So that might be that actually might work. I wouldn't recommend people tailgating, although, you know, you got knuckleheads.
Said that these old devices are FCC licensed.
All his devices.
No. I'm talking about, no, this is a different guy. This is a guy in the feed.
Oh,
like the one I sent you, it says it's FCC licensed.
This one is not. This one doesn't, you don't need a license for this one. The one I'm looking at right now.
FCC certified, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Which means they probably put a little sticker on it and don't do anything.
Yeah, this one, a lot of people, it works like a charm. All 5 stars, 5 stars. What's the 1-star review say? Let's see what this is. Buyer beware of disguised reviews. Company policies, purchases returned within 90 days are always with shipping costs at buyer's expense, regardless of who's at fault, restocking fees. All right, so basically they don't want people to buy it and return it.
So who knows what you're getting at that point?
Well, this was, let's see, purchase direct from mobile black box, dead on arrival, unit never worked, no signal transmitted. After 45 minutes of effort, the LCD display went blank. Battery door not locking into place. Product feels inherently fragile, contrary to description.
I'll spend an extra $50 for it to last a year.
To last a year, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, all right. So we got that going on. That might work out. I'm kind of excited. You know, you got me a little enthused. Now, how do we market it before this thing is over?
I don't think people are going to go back into comedy clubs as quick as you think.
So we won't even have an issue of it being.
It's not going to be a stupid idea 2 weeks from now.
Oh wow! I just had an even crazy. Well, no, you know, like they have bandstands in parks.
Mm-hmm.
Like who's going to be
you
there?
don't want it to be a public place, though.
No. What is going on with my face, dude? It looks like
you know what? Another place you could do it. You could talk to our friend Gene, who has a place that has a parking lot.
Has a big parking lot. There'd be significant social distancing.
And then they can do the food.
You know what though? I think they'd have to be purchasing food. They'd have to restock to do something like that.
Well, you know, that's their issue.
Yeah. But that'd be one.
Kip's parking lot is nowhere near big enough.
Main Streets is, plus the fact that they've got the Main Streets is, and they have the liquor store, so people can buy all the booze they wanted, and the venue would definitely make their money, and nobody would get hurt. The lot is fairly large. It's pretty wide open. There's a lot of room for social distancing. I think that might be our place.
Yeah.
That might be our place. I'll send you a Google Earth shot of the location. You might be able. It might work. I'm not going to tell people where it is, but
yeah,
that would work. Anyway, so now we just got really boring to the rest of the universe.
Yeah, right.
No controversies, no crazy shit going on. Everybody's holding their shit down, huh? By the way, guys, if you can't get a webcam and you have an Xbox and you have Windows 10, I highly recommend downloading the drivers to use your Kinect Cam with your PC, because this looks amazing, and it sounds really good, and it looks good. Camera's great. Xbox One Connect. You know what?
What is the connection cable though that goes to your computer?
It's a proprietary cable, and for $13 you can buy this converter box right here, made by Microsoft, and it's got power, and basically it's a glorified USB 3 plug. But this thing has got infrared, motion detection, 3D. What else? One of the cool things it can do is facial recognition on your computer. So like, let's say you power up the computer and you don't want to log in, you just go, and it registers you instantly and you're in. It's pretty cool.
So I got to chop your fucking head off so I can see your child porn.
Well, yeah, but if I had child porn, because I don't have child porn, none, no child porn, none, no child porn. I don't have it. I think I have one picture of a dog humping a girl, but you don't see nothing. So we don't know what's going on really. Just there's the girl who's on all fours and her dog is looking over her shoulder. Anyway, that's awful. Who would do that to a dog?
Yeah.
That's terrible. So, yeah, you can use facial recognition with this, and you can also use the Cortana features, which is kind of cool too with this.
So John, you have nothing to do tomorrow.
No, I got lots.
You're gonna make a list of 10 places and call them.
Oh, is that tomorrow?
Yes, you're gonna do that tomorrow.
All right. Actually, I gotta. You know what I gotta do tomorrow? I gotta sort out what the fuck's going on with unemployment. Because check this out. I got the gig worker stipend, 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, and then I didn't get it this week. Filled out everything exactly the same, just didn't get it.
Oh, you mean the certification?
Well, yeah, because
the same regular certification everyone else does?
No, well, yes and no. Here's what happened. When I did the initial application, I listed, and here's the key, guys. If you're going to file for this, file as an entertainer, because if you file as a comedian, it won't go through. So, entertainer, I put entertainer, videographer, and I also put club manager because you know, I get a 1099 from or actually I get a W-2.
You got a W-2 for that shit.
Yeah, I have a W-2 from the Comedy Cove. So put these other things down, and I got approved for everything, gig worker and regular unemployment, which was good. But I didn't get the gig workers payment this week, and I don't know why. I've tried to find out. I went on the.
I know that we just got an email, yesterday or the day before yesterday, saying that the 13-week extension stuff is being processed now.
Okay, so I didn't get the back pay. Mm-hmm. So I got from the first week I filed. A lot of people got the back pay. I haven't gotten that. And then.
Did you put the right dates in?
Yeah, but I didn't get it this week. I got the unemployment.
How do they know what money you made? They go by your tax return?
I file as a comedian. I
get that, but I'm saying when you do the worker thing, you put in like an average amount per month for like the annual number.
No, they
you just make the shit up.
No, they just it's a standard rate. They just give you the $600. You pay taxes on it. You right. Absolutely, yeah, but they just give you the $600. You take
10% out automatically, but
yeah, I've done that. I've set up a separate account that it just goes to. But what's going on is they didn't give it to me, so I went on and I looked it up, and apparently they're stiffing some people so they can pay other people. I don't think they have enough money in the fund. So some people.
I know that literally 2 days ago the extension money came in.
Well, what I know of with the gig worker stuff is from the Facebook help page and from the state help page, a lot of people are complaining that they filed the way they normally do and they didn't get it. And then other people said that they got back pay, and other people have said that it takes 4 days for it to show up in direct deposit. This is the 4th day. I don't know what's going on. Now tomorrow I have to file again for the coming week, and I didn't get it. And I'm like, I'm concerned.
Denise has to file between 11 a.m. and 11:30. I mean, she got the thing saying that your thing's in motion.
Right. You
don't have to do anything yet, but you're gonna have to start doing the weekly thing.
Right.
As soon as, because right now her balance is 0.
Right.
Because it expired already. And when that goes up to the amount for the 13 weeks?
I have the amount for the 13 weeks.
Yeah, she doesn't. She still has the zero. The extensions are just being processed right now.
There's $8,000 in that one for me.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't get the money, and I'm kind of wondering why. It doesn't make sense that I didn't get it.
You certified, right?
Yeah, I have to file between 3 and 4 or 6:30 and 7.
It's that email.
On Friday.
The email that came, it said you have to certify back to April 4th. But I'm like, how do you certify for previous weeks? When you do the thing, it tells you right at the top.
All you're doing is answering the questions.
I understand, but you do that every week, and it says certify for week ending May 5th, right?
Right.
So how do you go back and certify for the 5 weeks before that it's telling you to do? But there's no option to change the date on the certify page. It just says this week. That's what I'm saying.
You're correct. I don't know.
I didn't go back and certify till fucking April 4th. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
Well, I'm trying to find a phone number to call them. If anybody knows the phone number, please post it in the comments, because I have not been able to get that number. Everything is just deferring you to their website, and then they have a new website, and then you have to update the PIN from the original PIN, and it can't be. They're making it difficult. They're really making you jump through hoops for this. But if any Carl's joined, Carl, what's the unemployment number that you call for the gig workers thing?
He did that too?
Nah, I don't know if he did, but Carl's in HR. He knows everything. You know who else is in HR? Larry Goldberg. I haven't seen Larry. I hope he's okay. Larry's got heart issues. I hope he's good. I saw Gene. We FaceTimed for a second. He called asking me about the ultraviolet light, right? So I have an airlock, if you will, sterilization chamber as you come into my house. I got the 60-watt ultraviolet light with the 257.
All right, so you want the phone number?
Oh, you got it?
201.
Hold on. Let me get a pen, because I don't have a pen handy. Here, I do have a pen handy.
This might be the certification number, but you're supposed to be able to talk to people.
I got my unemployment paperwork right here.
Try calling 201.
201.
601.
601.
4100.
5100.
41.
3100.
41.
4100. All right, I'm going to call that tomorrow, because I'd like to get
call
that.
it now and see if it's a fucking automated certification number, or if it's actually a real number for these fucking idiots.
My phone is in my pocket, and it is dead. I don't know why. It just is. I can't call right now, but I will call it and find out. Yeah, man, because I got my claim here. Up there. So I did get approved for both. But you know, it's funny, they prorated my weekly benefit rate, because I always file at a loss, always. Because
they're going to prorate that down to, so you're probably getting the minimum on the W-2, but then you're getting the 600 on the gig workers.
Right. I have no deductions, man. I have no kids. I've got nothing that's going to make anything better on the federal filing, so I got to do something. And then now the earned interest deduction is gone, and the state tax is gone, and local tax is gone. So I don't want to get killed.
I tried filing married separately and jointly just to see the difference in the numbers. Mm-hmm. $7,000 out of my pocket if I file married individually. Yeah, I know. $7,000, literally $7,000.
I remember the first year and saw what it was, and I was like, what? Yeah. But no, with this, it works out good, because what I can do is I can get all the equipment, all my clothing. Like, we were talking about clothing on stage the other night, and you got to look better than the audience, right? So the shirts that I buy, oh, look at that. He posted it. Thank you, Stan. Thank you so much. 4,100. Yeah, thank you, bro. So anyway, yeah, those shirts are like $200 a piece or more. And so I put that down as a clothing expense. Shoes, clothing expense. I have 2 pairs of shoes I exclusively only use on stage.
I did mileage
Mileage, yep.
Food receipts, tolls.
Food receipts are only if you're buying drinks or dinner for like a booker or a producer in the act of trying to acquire work. Yeah.
I made a point of anytime I was buying other comedian stuff or any of that, I made a point of using my card.
Yeah, I only use the card. So if they ask me anything, I can just bring up the statement and say, what date which one are you talking about? Go to that date, go, okay, this is what it was and this is where I went. And also I only use Waze GPS all the time because that way I can figure out the mileage to and from and also how many times. So that works out really good.
You also know on Google Maps, you can see everywhere you went for the last fucking 5 years, right?
No. Oh, I need to know this.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I actually I go through my Waze entries and
No. Hold on. When did I go to? Hold on a second.
I need that.
I'm trying to remember the date I last went to work.
Oh, by the way, are you coming up this way anytime soon?
Next week.
Let me know. I got that monitor.
I got it on Tuesday. I've got to go for a fucking COVID test.
Oh.
They said they won't do my shit on Friday unless I go for
COVID. Yeah, they swabbed me at the place. They did the rapid test. When I got in, they scanned me with the thermometer, and then they swabbed you and told you to sit down, and then they come back and they say, okay. I need something to drink. I'll be right back. I need fluids. Yeah. So I got the phone number to call.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you going to operate on sick people?
Yeah, they just take the temperature.
No.
You didn't fucking tell me that. That's pertinent.
Sorry. I'm COVID free.
Well, that means I am too, I would think.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
You don't know if you're a fucking carrier or not. Really? It's good to know, Joe. You fucking told me that. Yeah, and I'm sorry that I'm having to cook the meat when I've been working all fucking day. I'm not thrilled.
Rice is good.
Beans have been out since last night, so.
They're fine. They're covered. Welcome back to the show.
So look.
Yes.
Take a look at this.
What is what? What are we looking at?
This is Google Maps timeline. So Saturday I went to Bubba Coos.
What's Bubba Coos?
It's like a Chipotle place. It's a competitor of Chipotle.
Okay.
Yeah. So the default is only to go back 2 weeks, but I think the default is to infinity, but you can change it to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find.
Yes, Stan, they have all my pertinence for the insurance information. So yeah, they've got it all. I had the procedure. They wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Yeah, I think mine's set to 2 weeks, but log into your Google account and go to google.com/maps/timeline.
Interesting.
And it knows everywhere you went.
Hmm.
If your phone had Google on it. Even if you don't have Maps open.
You know what? It's an iPhone, though.
Yeah, but did you have Google Gmail and stuff on it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Interesting. I'll have to look and see, because it'll make it easier to write, to get everything together.
I know you can turn it off. I think mine's set to 2 weeks. I think. I used to be able to go back much further, but I don't know what the fuck. Why is it only showing me 2 weeks on my computer?
Well, I haven't filed my 18 last year, so I got to do that by July 15th. Which is, when I file, I write every gig down, every amount of money I make at the gig, but I also list all the equipment, clothing, and expenses, and I pray that they balance out, because if you can, if it's less, I'm screwed. I can't deduct anything. But if it balances out, it works out.
Yeah, they changed something because I used to be able to go back months and months, but maybe they changed the default to 2 weeks.
Please.
Even on my phone, I can only see 2 weeks. But I used to be able to go back fucking months and fucking see.
Interesting. Why is Stan? Why is this Social Security information and that stuff pertinent for the COVID test? Just out of curiosity. Do we know Stan? Do I know Stan?
He's an only guy.
Oh, okay.
Stan, the only reason they have all my shit because it's my doctor. I'm having a fucking
lawsuit.
I'm having a needle stuck in my back for a car accident that some cunt was driving badly.
That's exactly the same thing I had. I had to.
Yeah, the guy driving the car I was in was driving badly. But
we got pit maneuvered, bro. We were pitted off the road.
I know. How funny would that be if I joked during a deposition? Oh yeah, John drives like a cunt, and we all don't get any money.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. You know, they'll find you in your pool in January.
Yeah, frozen
under the cover. Hey, look at that.
The COVID test I'm doing is being done by the doctor's office that's doing the shot. So they already have my social and everything they have to have it for my health insurance. My health insurance everything's free. Teledoc is free on my insurance right now. Any COVID-related tests are 100% free, no copays.
Well, this will be covered by the accident, so.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, fuck me. I hope they charge me then.
They're free anyway. I think you can even get the antibody test now to make sure.
My insurance, anything to do with COVID is free.
You know, the line for the antibody test is like there's a City MD by me that does it, and they say that there's like a 2-hour wait.
And by me, there's supposedly not for the antibody test, but for the regular test. They said the line's not even a big deal.
No, but over here for the antibody test, it's like a 2-hour wait.
I don't know if they started doing the antibody test down here yet.
Yeah, to some places. Well, not by you maybe, but by up here they do. Yeah, it's weird, man. They're going back on everything they said today. The CDC says it doesn't live on surfaces, and you know, like I said, I have that sterilization chamber when you come into my house. You know, I have the UV light in that hallway, and you stand under it for a couple of minutes, and then come on into the rest of the house. But leave all your shit out there. Take off your coat and take your mask.
The only way that will work is if you're fucking naked.
No, it's disinfecting the surfaces.
No, I'm talking about if you think you're disinfecting your whole body. It's not.
Oh, no. Obviously not. But like your shoes, your coat, my wife's purse, my mask, my purse, the mail coming in. You know, I mean, God knows how many people touch that.
Oh yeah, millions.
Yeah. Not millions, but a lot of people, more than that are touching anything else that I got. So,
well, actually, most young male probably never touches a human, except for the male guy at your house. But they probably got gloves on now. You know.
Well, now, so I just make sure everything is disinfected. Like I said, I leave that light on, and I'll tell you what. Anecdotally, they say that the UV, makes everything smell better because it kills all the bacteria and shit that makes things stink. And it literally works, dude. That hallway smells fucking pristine, man. There is no smell in that hallway at all. The next time as soon as this is all over, I'm gonna take that down to the basement and just wipe out all the mold and everything else that's down there.
I'm gonna see if Stan wants to join.
Oh, cool.
He's in Florida, and he says that he's self-sustaining.
Oh, poor guy.
He says he thinks he had COVID like last year. The end of last year.
You think
I think I had it, but literally off for a day or two. I had it.
I had strep, but I also had like a respiratory component to that, where one night my chest was really heavy. I was hacking out like, dude, I had lung butter coming up like you can believe it. I ended up taking Sudafed, Benadryl, dried it all up. I felt like shit for 5 weeks. And I thought that was odd because strep, you usually knock it out pretty quickly. But Yeah, I had sores in my throat and everything, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, you got strep. Here, take this." And then he didn't give me any cough medicine or anything like that because I wasn't experiencing that at the time. But then that night at home, I was like, couldn't breathe. Yeah. So
I'm gonna slap Stan. He just said, I don't have Zoom. I'm on my phone. And I'm like,
yeah, you can do it from your phone, Stan.
yeah.
Yeah, you can absolutely do it from your phone.
Yeah.
That's how I did it initially, but I like this webcam a lot better. It looks clean. It's just good. I love it.
In Zoom, dude, how much money are they making?
Now, I haven't paid anything for my Zoom, being able to go on Zoom. I know you bought it so you could broadcast.
I pay for it.
Right. $14 a month?
$15.99 including tax, I think it is.
That's nothing, dude.
No. And the only advantage is I can do more people. The free one would do a long time with just 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to go a long time with more than 2 people, you have to
Right. There's a time limit. Right. Yeah.
It used to be 40 minutes up to 100 people on the free one, but I think they got rid of that.
No shit. Now, is Will paying for it or no?
Yes, sure.
Is he? So we're doing those marathon runs on his time.
Yeah, but it doesn't cost you by the hour.
Oh, there is that. But I think I can call a meeting though, can I? It won't cost me anything to do that privately.
What do you mean, to start one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got that limit on how many people versus how much time. I think 2 people like we are right now, you can do at least an hour for free.
Okay.
Actually, it might be indefinite with 2 people. But I know with more than 2 people, a limit used to be 40 minutes. I think they upped it to an hour.
Can you imagine how much private shit is going on these Zoom meetings that are not broadcast and they're just fucking compiling all this shit in their servers? Like, you're going to get a fucking letter one day.
They don't have enough storage to compile all this shit on their servers. I'm telling you right now.
Really? You don't think they have something
they went from 3 million users to 300 million users.
Can you imagine if they have something like Predator on that?
Imagine you built this on your own. Imagine I built this Zoom on my computer in my basement, and then all of a sudden 300 million people wanted to use it.
You would have one hell of a fucking access bill.
It wouldn't cost anything, but it just wouldn't be able to handle it.
You get a T-line, the crash.
Zoom probably has. I wonder how many servers they had to add when they went from 3 to 300 million. You know,
what, dude.
Zoom and fucking not Uber Eats. What's the other one?
Well, we just found out Drizzly, DoorDash. No,
DoorDash. I think it's DoorDash. Their sales went through the roof, like by 20-fold during this, and Uber Eats had a scam that someone found. So this is what I think it was Uber Eats. Just to be sure, I'm pretty sure it was Uber Eats.
Hello,
This is what happened. Uber Eats would say you owned a pizzeria.
Right.
And you didn't use Uber or any of them other shit and things, right? You didn't use any of it.
Okay.
Uber Eats adds John Hollywood's pizzeria. You charge $23 for a pizza. Uber Eats puts it out at $16, takes orders, pays you the whole $23 when the guy comes, does this for a couple of weeks, and then comes to you and says, look, we brought you 50 orders last week. Sign up with us.
Oh.
So what this guy did, he figured out how to make a pizza for fucking $2, do an order through Uber Eats, and get paid $23. They only took in 6. It was less than 16. It was 16 with the toppings. He went down to a $10 pizza. Uber Eats is paying $10 from him. He's getting $13 from Uber Eats.
Right. To be honest,
it cost him $2. So he's making $11 on every pizza he orders himself from Uber Eats. And he never signed up with Uber Eats, so he was doing this for months and months. He he said he was doing one order. He figured out he made $75 on doing a fake order on Uber Eats.
Well,
His
let me
own pizzeria.
just so you know, just so you understand something about pizza. The markup on pizza is gigantic.
No, but he was saying that the
It-
first time he did it, he made like $6.
Well, the materials on a pizza though, because I know I
He said the difference between $6 and $75 on an order of 10 pizzas
right,
was tweaking toppings
right.
around. Literally went from $6 on 10 pizza profit to $75 on 10 pizzas profit by tweaking. He
I understand.
figured out exactly what to order. Uber would show up and pay him full whack when he only had to pay Uber. He paid $10 in the Uber app. He'd show up and give him $25 for a pizza.
Right, right. Now we all know a friend of ours, and his son-in-law, future son-in-law, has pizzerias. He's got like 6 of them.
Oh, yeah?
His cost on pizza, on a regular cheese pizza, just a regular pie, $2,
Yeah, I'm sure.
and he sells them for 18. That's all. I mean, that's $16 pure profit.
Right, but what this guy was doing, he was adding every order, he was adding $75 profit, and he could have done it once an hour the whole day.
Holy shit! L'Oreal said it costs Carla Valera. It costs $1.50 to make a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Uber
cool.
Eats wants 30% of the total bill now. Shit. Now,
Right, but what I'm saying is, before Uber Eats signs with you, what they've been doing is they've been putting your location in the app
right,
and paying you the full price, not taking that 30% out.
right, and then coming after you later. Now,
No, they don't. When you sign up, they don't backdate the money.
well, let me tell you.
They use that to show that they've got 50 orders for your pizzeria.
Right.
Now you should sign up with us. It's like market research that they can push.
Right.
In your face.
Yeah, they have metrics that they can present to you and say, "Listen, we're making money for you. You sign with us, and now we own you." In Las Vegas, okay. Now my nephew.
Stan, pick a sound device on your phone, and your pick a sound device on your phone.
Okay.
And turn your camera.
Ro, Antonuccio, dude. Anyway, in Vegas, if the Uber guys were coming to pick up the food and there wasn't a big enough tip on it, they would take the food and throw it away and never deliver it. My nephew was doing it. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, if they don't put a good tip on it beforehand, like I'm not gonna wait at the door." He goes, "Because that takes time away from me." He goes, "If
Stan, you almost did it. It said collecting the audio, but you didn't quite make it.
Hey, Ro. Yeah, they weren't delivering the food. They would pick it up but not deliver it, and that was a big
Stan.
scam.
I see Stan. I don't hear him yet.
Oh, definitely an O&A fan.
Stan, I don't hear you yet. You're nearly there. You got a camera up, but you haven't got audio.
The button on the left.
I see
There we go.
the audio.
There he goes. Drew a lot of power. Dimmed his screen.
Right now, you can hit the microphone and turn it on. Your sound's working. It's just muted right now.
Yeah. DoorDash collects the money and gives us 80% back by direct deposit. That's nice. I mean, but
Dan, you just got to hit the microphone icon and it'll turn it on. You're just muted right now.
it's a lot of extra work to make 80% back, though, I would think. You got to package it to send it out and everything.
What's the one that some fat piece of shit who fucking talks to my wife? There it's Stan. Hello, Stan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, we were just talking about what is that? Postmates is the other one. Postmates, they give you a debit card to pay for the stuff.
Oh, wow.
What somebody was doing who fucked it all up was he'd get an order from Taco Bell. Let's just say Nutley. I don't even know if it's Taco Bell or Nutley. But he'd get an order for Taco Bell in Nutley. He'd be in Hackensack, so he'd go with the card to Hackensack and order and get the food there because it's nearer to him. Meanwhile, the Taco Bell in Nutley would make the food, never get paid. He'd use the Postmates debit card in Hackensack. Taco Bell would get fucked. They didn't pay him.
Wow.
So Stan, you were talking about.
You know, as bad as things are, and then to have somebody pull that kind of horseshit on you is kind of.
But how's
That's just-
Florida, Stan?
Florida's pretty fucking good, man. I like it. It's a hell of a lot better than Jersey.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, with fucking Jersey, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on with that state, because I've been listening to Murphy, and it kind of seems like to me Murphy really wants the fucking state to be locked down.
John's a big
Yep.
fan of Murphy.
Oh, I love him.
You know,
Fucking love him. I just want to see him
Yeah.
take a golf club to the teeth accidentally.
John, do you realize that there's over 10,000 people that died in that state, unfortunately? And how many inheritance tax forms are going to be filed with the state from those families? The state is going to be making pure 1,000% profit.
No, they
on
say though that
those
if we didn't lock down.
Ooh. Yeah, but wait a minute. Unless it wait. Unless it passes directly to a direct descendant, or it's under $2 million, I don't think
I don't think
there's.
it's 2 million. I think it's 200,000. For even for a direct descendant, there's number ranges. How much percent you have to pay, and I think the 0% for inheritance is 200,000.
The way that it was explained to me is that, okay, say like if, okay, Paul, you were my father, okay, and you left me an inheritance.
Paul, you are not the father.
Yeah. Say like you were my father and you left me an inheritance.
Right.
Okay, a father and son would pay 0.
Right, but I think
Okay.
there's a cap to that number. There's a cap to it.
Well, the first 20,000 is tax free.
I
After
think it's more than
20,000,
20,000. I think it's 200. Hold on, I'm looking up the numbers now.
I
Actually,
wish
it's
it was.
In England, it's 200,000 as well.
Maybe that's changed since I've had to deal with that stuff, because it was $2 million.
No, it's definitely not.
Plus.
It's not 2 million. I tell you right now.
No, it was
Yeah.
that high.
All right. So I inherited anywhere between 450 to 500K. All right. And I have to pay 15%.
Yes, so you're actually right. It's $25,000 is tax free. Anything up to 700,000 is 15% in New Jersey.
Now,
Everything above is 16%.
Wait a minute,
now
though.
what,
When did that go into effect?
Doesn't say, but it says.
Because according to my attorney, if it goes directly to mother to daughter, father to son, husband to wife, there's nothing.
yeah, exactly. There's nothing.
All right, this is Class A beneficiaries, spouse, partners, direct descendants, children, ancestors, and stepchildren are exempt from the tax.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now in my situation, I had 2 uncles that passed away. I had one uncle that passed away in December of 2017. The surviving brother had to pay 11% on half of the estate. Now, my second uncle, which was my first uncle's brother, okay, he passed away in October of 2018. All right. So I have to pay 15% on the whole entire estate. Okay. But half of the estate was already taxed at 11%. So half of the estate is actually getting taxed at 26%. And then my second uncle's portion is taxed at 15%. Okay, in terms of my family's name, so far,
You're getting
and just
boned.
in the name, okay, just in the name by itself, okay, my first uncle, okay, my well, my second uncle had to pay $11,870.
Okay.
For my second uncle, I've already paid a little bit over $19,000. So
Okay.
$30,000.
It's like
so
lottery
far.
money, though. It's like lottery money, though. It cracks me up. You know, I know some people, it's a big deal, but if you win $1 million and then they say there's a flat rate, 20% on a lottery win. I don't remember if that's the number, but there's a flat rate on it. So you have to pony over $200,000. And people are like, oh my God, you just made $800,000 for nothing.
Yeah. Well, I still have another $10,000 to $15,000 more to fork over to the state, and I'm not even a resident. That's the sucky part about it. I'm not a resident.
Because he died in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, they lived and they died in Jersey.
You know what the trick is? When they die, you got to put the body in the back of your car and drive them to fucking Florida.
Wow.
I couldn't. You
know,
know,
that's the trick.
It's kind of something. It's kind of something because I've been back down here, you know, for about a year now. And when I was up there, okay, was just the start of the lockdown this year. So if this shit happened last year, I would have been fucked. I would have been fucked totally.
When did you move down there?
Well, my family, they had a house in Elizabeth. Okay.
Elizabeth who?
You don't look Puerto Rican.
Elizabeth, New Jersey.
I went to high school with Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a great girl.
Too fat.
Well, in any case, for some reason they didn't want to come down here, but I wound up getting rid of the house, you know, kind of quick. And when I got rid of the house, I actually stayed up there January through April 1st. Okay, and I paid the new owners $300 a month rent. Okay, I'm paying rent in a house that basically, you know, I lived there almost all my life, and meanwhile, you know, I'm paying rent. But
$300 is a lot less than a mortgage somewhere, though.
Yeah, on April 1st, okay, it was supposed to go up to $900. So, you know, all this time that I've been down here for this lockdown, I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, man, I'm gonna wind up getting really I would have got really fucking, you know, screwed up if I would have been quarantined up there instead of, you know, coming back down here, you know, during this whole fucking COVID shit.
Ron, I got 4%.
My whole deal is actually with
the
inheritance.
I'll send you
tax.
a link to the Zoom meeting. Why don't you join in?
That inheritance tax, it really fucking pisses me off. Right. And honestly, I don't trust lawyers. Okay, I had a lawyer.
How much you have to pay that guy? Lawyers are another fucking.
Well, this lawyer that I got, I wound up getting this lawyer from the accountant who did my uncle's taxes, you know, their final taxes and shit. And I wound up, you know, giving $2,000 to this lawyer, and he gave me a piece of paper that he filed with Union County that wasn't even, you know, worth fucking $2,000. And basically, I've been doing it all on my own.
I would do that shit. How complicated is it if the uncle dies? You just show up and fucking show your birth certificate and a bunch of stuff, and then that's it.
I don't know. There was just such bullshit and filled with red tape and everything else like that. I mean, fuck. He even wound up typing out a letter stating that if my uncle moved down here, then I wouldn't have to pay any kind of inheritance tax when he died.
Because he's not
You
your,
know.
in New Jersey. He's not you're not his direct descendant. That's why you have to pay, right?
Yeah, well, you see, in terms of the tax, and this is what was told to me by the Division
But
of Taxation.
I got a question. Why don't you just use nails instead?
Nails in terms of what? Like actual nails?
Yeah, instead of tax. Like you got to use so many more tax. Like, why don't you just use nails instead? Then you wouldn't have to pay so many tax.
Yeah, the only problem is with those nails, they would probably be stuck with me for the rest of my life. At least, you know, I'm on the 5-year plan with the tax.
No kidding, man.
I thought we were going
Do you know Shannon Sullivan?
No, no, I don't. Nope.
Just it was a question.
Don is trying to fit his ex-girlfriend up with somebody. So.
Oh, in terms of Jersey wise, I know people in Elizabeth, and I used to know people in Brick because that's where I went to high school.
Brick is where Brick and fucking Lakewood is the fucking shithole epicenter of the coronavirus in New Jersey because those fucking Jews don't do what the fuck they're told.
Well, when I lived down in Brick.
Oh, Brick.
Okay.
I thought you said prick, a prick in Elizabeth. And
Yeah.
No, Brick.
she was a whore, right? She really was.
Yeah, no, Brick Township.
Oh, Brick Township.
When I lived down there, down the shore back in the 80s, okay, it was predominantly white, okay?
It is in
If I
my
piss
town.
off-
My town, no black people.
Wait, was that town named Heaven?
I could tell you this, okay, Paul. I'm not really sure if you're familiar with Brick Township or not.
Yes, I live in Lacey.
Yeah, I know where you live.
She's hot
Jesus
too.
Christ, I'm scared. No, I've been. My friend used to run a cash converters in Brick, right right in the little the road between 88 and 70 that had I think it was Stop and Shop, or was it Kmart was there? And there's a
I think,
yeah, right there. So.
yeah, I think that's that was Brick Boulevard. I think. I'm not really sure.
Well, I know what you're talking about. Brick Boulevard has the Wendy's on it.
Yeah, but I used to live on Princeton Avenue.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I used to live roughly about a half mile away from the Beaver Dam Bridge on Princeton. And, you know, when I lived there back in the 80s and, you know, my father remarried and I went, you know, I wound up living with them. Shit, man, my father used to leave the door unlocked. He used to leave the keys inside the ignition of the car, and nobody fucked around with nothing around there. I mean, it was great. It was fucking awesome.
In my town, the only thing that goes on is white trash people go around finding unlocked cars, and people do heroin and die. That's the only thing that happens in Lacey. That's literally it.
Well,
and DUIs, the occasional DUI.
You know, well, back in the 80s and 90s when I was down there, okay, Brick Township was predominantly white. All right. Matter of fact, when I graduated from Brick High School, I graduated with, you know, a little bit over 400 people.
I went to a Wood High School.
A Wood High School? Like a Woody High School?
No, it was made out of wood. You went to high school's brick. I went to a high school made out of wood.
Well, shit, man. I wish there was a Boner High School.
Boner High? Yeah, I always had a Boner in high school.
I hear
right?
that's in.
Yeah.
I hear that's in Chelsea in New York.
Yeah.
But you know, there was only a handful of minorities when I graduated high school.
Wow.
And when it came down to Lakewood, okay, Lakewood always had the Hasidic Jews over there.
Yes, and they're the ones that don't know how to fucking do as they're told.
Yeah, it was half Hasidic Jews and then half ghetto. Because that's where I always used to get weed and coke from was you know, over in Lakewood. You know, you didn't have to go to Jackson. All you had to do was just go to Lakewood.
This is how bad they are in Lakewood. Black people are calling the cops on the Jews.
You know, You need a lot of baking soda when it's that acidic.
Yeah, yeah. I could tell you this, living down the shore was actually a culture shock for me. Okay, because when
Elizabeth, I'd imagine it was.
oh yeah, I mean, when I was up in Elizabeth, I was a street kid, you know, and when I was a street kid, I used to hang out with black people, Puerto Rican people, Chinese, Japanese people.
They hate the beach.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cats
But
keep
I tell
trying
you
to
what,
bury him.
when I came down to Brick, it was just such a fucking culture shock. It was unbelievable. I couldn't. I even remember this.
Go anywhere more than 20 miles away from a city in England.
Yeah,
Anywhere more than 20 miles from a city in England, you will fucking. It looks like a clan rally.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I grew up on an island. There was one black girl at my middle school and none at my high school or my primary school, and she got her ass handed to her. They made up racial slurs just for her.
No shit.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Bones.
Well, I tell you, I came back and forth, from Florida to Jersey, Florida, Jersey, Florida, Jersey all my life. Now in my later age, I'm glad that I'm fucking down here because
that's where it's
down here.
People.
Well, I tell you what, down here it's a hell of a lot cheaper. Okay, I live. In all honesty, I live in a mobile home. Okay, my mobile home.
That's a mobile home right now. You're standing in.
Well, actually, I don't have the lights on. I just have the light.
There's a lot of Amish people living in mobile homes in Florida. In what is it, St. Pete? St. Pete. If you watch that Breaking Amish TV show, they go down to St. Pete, I think it is, or something that sounds like Pete, some shit. I don't know. And it's all Amish people down there.
Well, I'm over in Martin County, and I'm in a 55 and over community.
Oh, like Color.
Come on, you're over 55. You look young.
No, I'm actually going to be 52.
You know what, Stan? You're lucky because you went down there and you have savings. You don't have to get a job. See, someone like me, the job I get up here is going to pay way more than the same job down there. So it's the cost of living is not going to make it different. It's going to make no difference to me. If I move to Florida and get my job, I'm going to lose 40 grand a year. I'm going to save 40 grand a year in the cost of living. So it makes it's no, when I retire, if I retire with Social Security and hopefully more than $8 in the bank, and you move to Florida, don't you? You know what I mean?
You moved to Spain.
Yeah, I moved back to England in my parents' house. Hopefully, it still exists when I get back there.
Well, I tell you, I could have done a lot better with my life, way back when I was younger. Especially,
nah, dude, you had fun. You lived your life. You made the decisions you needed to make at the time.
No, I'm talking in terms of my career. Okay. Deep down inside, okay, I've been a broadcaster all my life. Okay, I'm that's actually my trade. Radio has always been my trade, and I was in radio. I was in radio for about 4 years, and
that's great. I got 2 shows.
I wound up coming back up to Jersey, and I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I mean, I was dead fucking broke.
I had 2 nickels. They stole my kid's bike.
Oh, nickels.
I had
my kid's bike, John.
I got 2 nickels to rub together right now.
I saw a couple of nickels on the parkway. The cops weren't picking them up.
I actually, was about, between going back to broadcasting school and getting my associate's degree in broadcasting.
Oh, the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. What a quality fucking place.
Actually, no, it was not Connecticut School. It was actually a place called Banner College. Banner College.
No shit.
It was down in Fort Lauderdale. and they were part of the National Education Centers, and
Mhm.
then they wound up going belly up. And when they went belly up, they killed off the programs that they had. So I was actually going to go for my bachelor's, but I only wound up with an associate's. And when I got got out of there, I had an internship over at another station called Tropics 1067, and then they wound up flipping to Romance 1067, and you know they were doing Spanish love songs.
No shit.
So
In that
when
case,
I
a
came
broad
back,
chasing degree would have been a lot better.
yeah. Well, when I came back up, okay, to Jersey, and that was back in like 94, 95,
That's when I
I
came to
stayed
Jersey.
I stayed with my family because I had no money whatsoever, and I had jobs here and there, and then
Good hand job.
yeah, I wound up working for Radio Shack. I wound up working for Radio Shack for almost 10 fucking years.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, bro. No one told you not to do that.
Well, you see, the thing is, okay, when it came down to my uncles, okay, they were old school Polacks, all right? And
Oh.
considering that they were old school Polacks, they always made their money and they saved, 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 saved. The only thing that they ever spent their money on is stuff that they needed, okay, and stuff that they had to do in terms of home improvement, and or if they wanted to go down the shore to go fishing, okay.
Did you ever
Now
divide the amount of money you got by how many times they touched you?
no.
Because I think
Matter
about
of
it, they only
fact,
if you got, say you got 600 grand, if they finger banged you 5 times, you got 120 grand to get fingered by your uncle.
Now you
I will
matter of
sign
divide.
up for
fact,
that right now. Any uncle that wants to come over my house, 120,000 cleared money. I'm in.
anyway, you know, they they weren't like that. My family was actually kind of weird because
No.
they never married. All right, they took care of my grandmother and grandfather. They never put them in a nursing home. They took care of them till the day they died.
So where are they
And
now? Your,
all
your grandmother and your
everybody,
grandfather. Well, you just said the uncles took care of them until the day they died. So your uncles are dead. So who's taking care of mom and dad?
oh well, they died back in the 80s. Matter of
Oh,
fact,
okay.
I have all of them down here. Yeah, I got all of them down here. They're all actually they're all in a bin right now because what I plan on doing is spreading their ashes and letting them swim with the fishes whenever it's appropriate to do so.
You should take
How
some
do
of
you
that
decide
money.
it's appropriate?
Go to Poland and distribute the ashes in Poland. They would like that.
Uh, well, I don't have a passport. I need to get a passport. I had a
$129.
passport.
Dude, you got 400
Yeah,
grand.
but
Yeah.
yeah, well, a lot of that money I don't still have. A lot of that money is actually still frozen, and
Oh,
that money is actually frozen up in Jersey.
It's cold up
Okay,
here right now.
yeah.
because
Because they were
used
Polish. They kept it in the freezer.
actually, tell you the truth, what they used to do, and I heard this from one of their friends, is that I had to comb through the house, and I had to
Oh,
look
yeah.
into
Hidden compartments.
behind walls.
In
Yeah,
between
because
plates, in the towels, in the linen closet, under the
These are
rug.
fake books.
oh hell
Fake
yeah,
books.
Yep.
oh hell yeah, they hid money. They hid money back in the 60s and 70s, and I had to fucking comb that fucking place in order to try to find, anything. But,
How much did
I
you
didn't
find?
wind up finding.
How much did you find
Actually,
hidden?
Actually, I didn't really find anything hidden. I just found a whole mess of fucking junk. You
A
know,
lot of porn.
because nah, they were actually hoarders. They were
Oh,
hoarders
like
with a
junk.
lot of shit.
fuck you.
You know, but you want to know something though? Some of the stuff that they had is actually worth some stuff. You know, as far as I could tell, I have a old Pathé crank. You know, it's a crank turntable with a poly. I believe it's a polypropylene speaker on it, and I
Wow.
checked it out. I checked it out on eBay, and just the
Have
turntable
that in
itself is worth about $1,000.
You know what?
But
They
it's
got to be proud though.
actually
Think about it.
inside a cabinet.
When they died, they said, Stan, you know, go out and buy yourself a new set of wheels and a nice house. And the Polish logic, you got a nice house with a set of wheels.
Yeah, well, you know, this place is cheap, man. I mean, fuck, I'm only paying $250 a month for
Wow.
you
That's
know,
good.
the
Up in
maintenance
Jersey,
fee.
my mother-in-law was paying $690 or $600 for to have a trailer there in
Yeah,
Whiting.
well,
Oh, and by the way, you said that polypropylene. That's the incorrect way. It's actually an Italian word, and it's polypropylene.
probably polypropylene.
Propylene.
Please tell me.
Is that is that any kind of relation to Jill Nicolini?
No,
Yes.
it's polypropylene, and she was a whore, dude. She
And
really
Anthony Cumia fucked both of them.
he fucked her. Yeah, Anthony fucked her right in the pussy.
Yeah, well, I, but you know, I mean, hell, I'm you know, down here with the 250, I have free water.
What's your air
Okay.
conditioning?
Holy shit! Water is free in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit!
I have free
Oh, they
water.
saw you coming.
I have lawn maintenance. I also have garbage pickup, and I got basic cable for free. But
Does
I'm
the
through
lawn maintenance?
Comcast, so therefore, yeah.
Does the
Go
lawn
ahead.
maintenance try to fuck your wife?
I don't have a wife. I'm totally single.
Well,
And
you're
that's how I
lucky,
want
'cause
to be.
Paul's
I actually
lawn maintenance
just-
tries to fuck his wife.
Look, I found Stan's lawn.
Yeah, you're.
I know it's breaking up.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
grandson's
I can't see it.
yeah,
I
it was on
can't
my
see it.
grandson's playmat.
You know, but
You got lawn
I
care,
have-
free water. You got a roof over your head. You're dry during the rainy season. You're warm during the warm season. This is important shit.
yeah. I mean, you know, the only thing that's actually high is actually the electric bill.
And
The
you.
I only wish. I was.
I
haven't
Stan, let me
smoked
ask you one
anything in
question.
about 3 weeks.
'Cause
Dude,
Yeah.
I think Stan's house is better than John Hollywood's house. And here's why. John, don't you say nothing. Stan, if you turn on the tumble dryer, there's one random light in the bathroom come on.
No, not the tumble dryer. And by the way,
No.
that's been repaired. But
I
How did you, John, you
actually
repaired
have-
it by taking the light bulb out.
no, I had the
actually-
whole breaker panel redone.
I actually wound up getting a brand new washer and dryer when I got down here. It only cost me $1,000.
That ain't bad.
What are you talking about? I got a washer
Yeah.
and dryer from the fucking Jew place in fucking Tom's River for $199 for the pair.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I wound up going over to Lowe's. You know, when I got back down here, you know, I mean, I felt really relieved that I wasn't up in Jersey anymore. I mean, up in Elizabeth, where my uncles had their house, they were paying $8,000 just in property taxes.
Yeah, they're probably paying 15 now.
You know, and this is the thing in terms of the property taxes. They only wound up getting $250 deduction from the city and $250 deduction from the state for that senior citizens discount.
$500 is righteous, bro.
Yeah, that was it. And then meanwhile, you know, it was $8,000.
My friend's
I
wife,
mean,
my friend's wife is a teacher in Elizabeth, and they give her 10 grand extra in danger money. Not even joking.
Really?
Yeah, she gets 10 grand on top of whatever the regular rate is from the state.
There was a dude that I knew up in Elizabeth that actually he lived a block away from me, and he went to private school. He went to Pingree, and then he wound up going over to Roselle Catholic.
Was that a brick school
sure
too?
as shit, man. Somehow, some way. No. This was up in Elizabeth. Sure as shit,
How high
he
up?
wound
John,
up getting
It was a cement school. Be
teaching
quiet.
career.
Was next to her cervix.
he was he was a teacher over at Elizabeth High, and he wound up going through the ranks, and he wound up being superintendent of Elizabeth Public Schools.
Right. A much more important
And-
question. People are asking, how are the hookers in Florida?
Yeah, more relevant.
Honestly, I don't know because I really haven't been out in a while. Matter of fact, I haven't been out of my house for 8 days now.
You got a hooker 9 days ago then. All right, I get it.
No,
She hasn't
I
started to
actually-
smell yet.
Actually, tell you the truth, I mean, where I am right now, there's nothing. You either got to go up north to, Daytona, Melbourne, or you got to go down south to West Palm or Lauderdale or even Miami.
No
So I
kidding.
found out there was a rub and tug place in Lacey the day after they busted it.
Oh yeah.
How depressed do you have to be?
Nah, that's, I don't know, man. But dude, you're paying $250 a month for rent. That's some good shit, bro. I mean,
And you own the
free
trailer, I guess,
water,
yeah.
you own the
You own
trip,
trailer.
Yeah,
and you own.
Yeah,
I
the
own the
top-
trailer.
250 is the hookups. My mother-in-law is paying over 500 for the same thing in Jersey.
Yeah, man.
How many stray cats are in that
Yeah.
fucking park?
Well, technically, I'm not really supposed to be here because I'm under 55. I'm going to be 52. But
No.
I've been here. I've been here ever since 2014. So therefore, I've been grandfathered in. So
Okay, I was going to say, give out the address of the trailer park now so we can send the video to the park.
in terms of how this place is, this is more like a corporation because I do have one share of stock for this particular community, because the community is actually a community, but it's also an incorporation.
What else would a
So-
community be if it wasn't a community, though?
Well, you have lots of communities around here, okay? But
That
the
are
whole thing
secret
is that
Bilderberg organizations. They're plotting to
The-
take over the world from trailer parks in Florida.
this place down here is actually a it's a corporation.
Hmm.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's not like say like Arrowhead up in Brick, okay? That's a community, okay? But this is actually a corporation, to where you actually have a share of stock in each resident that's in here. They actually have a share, one share of stock.
I just found
And
I found a picture of
Yeah.
Stan's neighbors.
Oh,
Actually,
their trailer's not as nice as his.
wrong color and no wrinkly skin.
So you're saying that the trailer's green?
Yeah, what's it like
No.
to be banging all of those old ladies in Florida? I mean, you must have your pick of the ritzy petitzers in that 55 and over community.
Let me tell you, over here, there's a lot of snowbirds. There's a lot of snowbirds.
Yeah, man,
There's-
get some dick in that snowbird.
there's actually a lot of Canadians down here too.
Nice.
but-
Canadians are
but ri-
easy.
But right now, there's hardly anybody here because everybody bugged out because of the Rona. You know, the Rona scared
Rona!
everybody
I would
off.
stay there. Why the fuck would you leave?
Really? 80 degrees kills it, dude. So you're down in Florida. What's it about 90 today?
It was around 92 today,
All the Rona is
And-
dead.
and currently right now it's 74.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got a pool down there with your in the community?
Yeah, there's a community
Corona
pool over here.
That's fucking
There's
great,
also
dude. You got the life, man.
Shuffleboard.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean this is Leisure Village. It's a retirement
Oh, that's,
community.
Whatever
every
you
one of
do-
them's- That's where Carlo lives, Leisure Village.
Don't dye your
Yeah.
hair, whatever you do, bro.
You know,
Don't dye
I
your
like
hair.
living up in Jersey until it snowed because there was more spades outside than when Rodney King got beat up.
Well, I tell you what, honestly, I really have to say, in terms of myself, Elizabeth is always going to be my home because that's where I was pretty much born and raised there. But son of a bitch, goddamn, Elizabeth is nothing but a scum-sucking motherfucking sewer city.
They arrested.
I mean,
like,
it's
they
really
arrested, like,
bad up
the
there.
guy that tried to blow up Point Pleasant and New York and that, wasn't he in Elizabeth?
Yeah, yeah. And matter of fact, one of the homeless guys found one of the bombs right underneath the arch where the New Jersey Transit and Amtrak trains go to. He wound up getting a key from the city, and then he wound up, getting $10,000. He fucking wound up, spending all that shit on fucking drugs and booze. You know.
Sounds like a party.
Matter of fact, at one time, Elizabeth used to have, and it probably still does, it used to have a big prostitution problem up there. Matter of fact, I even remember it was on, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, and 11 news at 5, 6, and 11. And this was actually when Christy Todd was, she was governor back then.
Right.
She actually wound up going into Elizabeth, meeting the mayor, and then she was in a limo along with the mayor. They were stopped at a stoplight right across the street from the police station, and somebody came up and asked the governor if she wanted to buy an 8-ball. And then
That's
after
awesome.
that happened, yeah, after that fucking happened, then fucking, she told Bullwidge, if you don't clean up the city, we're going to stop all the state funding. And that's when the undercovers happened. I saw so many fucking stings from the top of the fucking railroad tracks for about 2 weeks straight. It was unbelievable. I mean, tow trucks and fucking, hot looking chicks walking up and down East Jersey Street. It was like unbelievable. And then meanwhile, I guess, they curbed the problem. But then again, too, it's still around. You're never going to get rid of the girls on the street, and especially up there. It's never going to happen.
Right.
I mean, fuck. The way Elizabeth is now, I'm just glad that that I'm out of there, because there were days when I was sitting on my porch, smoking a cigarette, and I'm looking at people walking past, and they're all giving me fucking dirty looks, and these are all the fucking black people and all the Colombians,
Right.
that are up there.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but it's always going to be my home. I have to say that honestly.
So I didn't go to England for 2 years, and when I went back, I didn't even recognize it.
Yeah, well, in terms of Elizabeth, things have really, never changed over there. It's kind of like Broad Street is a dying shopping area.
Yeah.
Because of Jersey Gardens.
Where I grew up,
Gardens.
where I grew up in England, it's all charity shops now, replaced all the good stores.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. John, we have to wrap this up, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We got to get to the other. We got to get to the other Zoom.
Yeah. Stan, we appreciate you calling in, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, man. No
Man, it
problem.
was great.
Anytime I get to see you, I get to see you. Sometimes, I'm usually sleeping, and then I catch your podcast later on.
Thank you, buddy. All right, that's it for the day. John, say goodbye.
Good night, everybody. It was a pleasure talking to you here from the Orange County Correctional Facility.
All right, peace, everyone.
Stan, thanks for the information, brother.